Good morning, everyone.
Greetings, all who roam this world.
And welcome to day 2, Saturday.
Yeah, the final day.
The final day. I thought I hit record before. I didn't, so we're doing this again.
We have practice now.
Yes, it is loud outside because there's a highway right there. So, but Jared and I are just loading the car right now, while Dan and Michael are getting ready. So yeah, just kind of doing double duty right now. Good night last night, as we kind of talked about. I'll just sleep.
I was sleeping okay, and then the sun hit my eyes, and the radiator that is Dan's nasal passage also kept me up. Yeah, Dan's just loud snore. Yes.
So that's a bit tricky.
I couldn't fall back asleep.
Yeah, I put headphones in.
See, that was smart. I should have done that.
Next time. But yeah, no, this hotel's been fine.
Yeah.
For being a Motel 6, like, you think it would be bad. I mean, it was cheap, so that's nice. They had free coffee in the lobby, so it's cool. But yes, all right, so let's go finish getting ready. Here we are, back at it again.
We didn't call you guys at all last night. We got home and crashed. Woo!
Whoopsies. Oh well.
We got 2 cosplayers today. Michael is just bathed in the light here in this shot, looking like Jesus Christ himself. I brought a cosplay to do, but I'm not doing it. I'm not feeling it.
I understand.
Too much energy.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm just doing this because there's more people.
Yeah, might as well. It's gonna be a chill day. It's gonna be a long day still, but I think we're just also taking our time here. It's about 10 o'clock. We have to check out at 11 anyway, and not that we want to be at the con less, but the less time we are there, it's gonna be easier for us.
Not in a hurry.
Yeah, so we're in no rush. I washed my hair, now it's all frizzy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What a tragedy.
Oh,
You
no.
have frizzy hair.
My steak is too juicy. My lobster too buttery. My hair too flowing.
Yeah, first world problems.
Lord forbid you have frizzy hair.
So as we were saying, we're just gonna finish cleaning up, getting everything ready. We're gonna go load the car, and then we're gonna be heading out. I'm real close to this. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Good morning. Yo, look at those nerds. Nerds. And them in their fancy dress outfits. Yeah, look at them. We are in. It is Saturday, and it is a lot busier than yesterday. It is 11:15 right now. So we are coming in a little bit later than yesterday, but still, we're just in the lobby, and there's a lot going on. Out there, there's a lot. Joker's asking for hugs. Yeah, so we'll see how busy it is, especially on the show floor. Michael's already had his photo taken, everything. But yeah, it's very busy, very crazy. Jared's looking for Lloyd.
I still haven't found him. I have an important mission.
Dan and I are promoting. We don't have our shirts today, but that's okay.
We wore them yesterday.
Yeah, we wore them all yesterday.
We got a big ass sign.
Yeah, I forgot the marker for the sign though. Oh, it's in the car. But maybe someone around here has a dry erase marker.
Down by the
We'll see. And we're back. Yeah. Very busy, very busy. All right, the goal for today is to vlog more and have today's vlog be more interesting than yesterday's, because yesterday's we didn't do or show anything. So the dry erase marker that I had for the board, I thought was in my backpack, but I must have put it in the D20 backpack which I then left in the car. And the car is parked on the roof of the parking structure. It was a long walk. We ain't going back. So we are gonna go find the cosplay medic booth that I know they have. And we're gonna see if maybe they have a dry erase marker or something. We'll see what we can figure out. But yeah, again, super busy today. It's not too hot, not too cold in here either though, which is nice. We did see our friend Mel. She was getting autographs though, so we said hi and then released her back into the wild over there.
Just like all these gotcha games.
One interesting thing on our way in is that we witnessed a car accident. That was wild! The dude totally just clipped off the chick's entire front end. Yeah, the dude just like cut, he was in a lane to go straight, this girl was in a lane to turn right, she was turning right, she was doing normal, and he cut through, tried to like basically, he did cut her off, clipped her whole front bumper off. And you just hear everyone that's waiting on the sidewalk just go, ooh. But no one was hurt, no airbags deployed or anything, but it was kind of crazy. So yeah.
Kind of insane though.
Yeah.
Actually, a little funny that it happened to someone else and not me, but that's just because I'm evil.
It was like Jesus was on the floor tying his shoe or something. And I think it was the Jesus from yesterday.
Jesus Christ?
Jesus Christ.
Different Jesus.
Oh, it is a different.
Different Jesus.
They look the
There's
same.
more Jesus?
He's with us always.
Always. Everywhere, always.
Yeah.
All at once.
All right.
He's
we're
not a bagel though.
pulling up on the medic. Let's see if we can get the sign fixed. It's hot as fuck in this dank ass, hot ass room we're in. We've been losing people and then finding people and then losing people and then we found more new people. And now we're gonna go eat food.
But the important people are here always.
Yeah.
Except, well, they did lose me.
And then now we lost Michael. But we know where Michael is, so we're going to him.
Oh, Michael.
We're gonna find him. All right, everyone get ready for part 2. There you go.
Oh yeah, I learned how to do it. Did you not watch the vlog, dude?
He doesn't watch our
I did.
He doesn't watch our videos.
Yeah, I do.
Busted, jeez. See, I'm a real Quest Bros supporter, all right? I got the merch. Yeah, do you have Quest Bros merch?
We don't.
Yeah, didn't think so. Okay.
Why am I being put on blast right now? I don't even understand. On my own video?
Well, get good next time, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
You know, you got me there.
Oh, left?
Yeah,
Why am I in front? I don't know where I'm going. As you can see, it's very busy. Actually, we got to an area that's not that busy, so this is awkward, but like, it's busy. Trust. I'm gonna keep it this way because last time Anthony yelled at me for not showing what's going on, but like, personally, I think I'm more interesting than this like blue floor, but gotta please him.
To be fair, you're more interesting than half of us, so.
I don't know
Over
if
here
that's
to the right.
Okay. I've gotten lost live on stream before. This is not a stream. This is a vlog. Oh, I don't know where we are. Okay, they're still falling. Excellent.
Look at her, she's an expert now.
Yeah, look, I'm flipping it this way. Okay, yeah, I guess we're meeting up with Michael's over here. All right, don't freak out. The camera just went black, but that does not mean it's off. It just, yeah.
Sounds like he's ready for part 2.
Okay, we did it. I want to eat, so I'm giving this to you.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I have no idea what she said. If it was offensive, I apologize.
Very offensive. I listened the whole time.
We're here. We're back.
We are here
In the car.
in the car.
This is normally the point where we'd be back at the hotel, but we don't have a hotel to go to, so.
Yeah, we kind of checked out.
We just chilling.
Yeah, but it's actually, while the sun is out, it's not hot.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
I don't actually, let me check what the temperature is.
69.
65 degrees right
Damn.
now. And there's a breeze too, so
A
even
nice
though the sun
breeze.
is on us, it's real nice. We're doing a lot of walking. We did a lot of sitting too. We finished lunch. We sat with level 21, hung out with them. Go check them out as well. You know, as you know, for most of these conventions, especially in Illinois, if we're there, they're there.
How did Quest Bros get our name?
Jared, you want to answer that question?
It all started back when I used to play a lot of RPGs online.
Used to. Yeah, used to.
Well, I don't play them online anymore.
Yeah, no online RPGs anymore.
No, it was through L Sword Online, of all things. Yes.
God.
Don't judge me. We all get our starts, Michael.
I guess I started on RuneScape, so I guess I can't really complain.
I started on Adventure Quest.
Oh, okay.
Fusion
Well, that's
Fall.
not really the same though. We're talking about like online MMO
Well,
RPG.
Fusion Fall.
kinda.
Adventure Quest and Adventure Quest World is an online.
Adventure Quest World is.
MMORPG.
I didn't think Adventure Quest was though. I thought that was a single player.
No, they still had like guild stuff and things like that. You
Oh.
didn't fight other players.
I didn't really play Adventure Quest much though. I was after that.
Never played it. Anyway, at the time I was the quartermaster in my scout unit, so I was just like, well, you go on quests in these games, so why not just make myself the quest master? And that's sort of how that name came about. And I was just like, what if we just had a group called the Quest Bros? And that's just sort of how it started.
Simple as.
Yeah.
Simple answer.
And then I got.
There's no
then-
complicated,
Then I
like,
got my name because I'm the rage guy. And how did Space get his name?
well, he just always had an affinity for the Space Corps from Portal.
Yeah. And how did Anthony get his?
We ran out of things.
Also, time is just something that
Oh, that's funny.
I stress about a lot.
Yeah.
And, yeah, time is just something that.
Time is of the essence.
And it is nothing to do with a book that I've been writing for years.
Well, the time now is almost 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Our panel is at 8.
6.
Yeah, we got.
Wow. Fuck me.
We got
5
time.
hours.
5 hours.
5 hours. A lot of time.
At least.
Yeah.
Now, what can we do in 5 hours? Twice.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Yeah, we're wrapping up dinner. There wasn't much to show you. We just had ordered DoorDash McDonald's. But we're vibing out here. We're actually in one of the hotels that we normally stay in, but because we needed somewhere to sit, we didn't want to eat in the car. I also just ordered the DoorDash to this hotel because I had the address already set, so it made it nice and easy. Yeah, now we're vibing. There's something I was gonna say, I was gonna share. I don't remember.
We passed out for like a couple hours in the car. It was nice enough that we just had the windows down and we all clonked out.
Yeah, even being in the sun, it wasn't bad. I think I remember what I was gonna say. I said I was gonna make today's vlog more interesting, and as I thought about it, there hasn't really been much interesting happening.
Right.
That's why I think the vlog's also been kind of boring.
I mean, we did give it to Mel. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, when we hung out with them and gave it to her, those were always fun. We've done just a lot of sitting and waiting, because while the con feels big, it also feels small. I don't know if I have footage from last year, but usually I do like a montage of walking around, and I don't know if I'm going to do it this time. So maybe I'll cut it out of last year's episode and then just put it in here. But no, like there hasn't been any, there's been a lot of panels, but nothing that I'm like, I want to go to, I want to see that. And I don't know. I feel like that's been a common occurrence happening year after year.
What's up, gentlemen? How are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you. And I don't know if that's because of a standard that we're setting, and now I'm thinking that our standard is a normal standard, and now my expectations are blown out of proportion. But there haven't been many panels I want to go to. Also, just hearing everyone talk to us too about how great our panel is and just how much they enjoy us, so rejuvenating. We were walking up into the hotel, and someone's like, "Hey, it's the Quest Bros." I was given life. I was tired. I was reborn.
It just woke him up.
Born again.
Did you what? Oh, again.
It was wild though because we were all sluggish walking in, and then just like ugh, and he goes, hey, it's a guy, and it was like his girlfriend or something, and he's like, hey, look, it's the Quest Bros, and they walked away, and we walked past, and we all turned back, and we're like,
Yeah, it was.
we are the Quest Bros.
Greetings all.
But we were all super tired, and the second someone was like, "Oh my God, it's the Quest Bros!" It's like immediate, boom,
That's how much.
crowd pleaser mode.
That's how much everyone has an impact on us. Like you all are the life of our community. Yeah.
The death.
Yeah.
There is none of this without y'all. There is none of this without y'all. Like, you guys help make this a thing.
Michael's back now.
Michael.
I was telling them how I was gonna vlog more things, but I haven't really. But I was like, oh, it's probably because there hasn't really been much to do. We've just been walking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we did a lot of walking.
Yeah, very much so. We've been very much doing the Lord of the Rings style event, which is
12-hour walk.
walking.
So, any notes on today so far you want to talk about?
No, I mean the only thing that was kind of like a thing was us going to that little like tucked away side restaurant that's part of the convention center that apparently nobody knows about.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they put a security lady there and basically was like, okay, but you can use this restaurant, but you can't come back in through the way you left. You got to go around all the way through entrance again, which kind of sucks.
Well, and it makes sense because there are
there's like nowhere to sit. There's nowhere to sit otherwise.
but that place was great at least.
Yeah,
and it was comfortable.
Right, it's a comfortable like restaurant style place to sit, but that's like basically your only option because the cafeteria thing is always full.
Yeah, the little food court.
Yeah.
My guess is it was for security purposes because
Well, probably.
I think you could
leads
just
to
come
the
in and
outside.
out. Yeah.
But they could just lock the restaurant doors to be exit only. That is totally something that they could have done. Yeah, people could still get in, but it's like
that
well,
makes more sense.
yeah. Or just lock it entirely both ways. That's something else they did
fact-
that for the that in between doors from the programming to the vendor hall.
Yeah.
They close those doors and lock them both ways.
The fact that has been the highlight of today shows you.
Yeah, not much is really going on.
Again, the con isn't bad. Like the people are great. The environment and community is awesome here, which is why we love it. But it feels kind of lackluster.
If you're here to buy something, you're here to buy something. And
Yeah.
if you're not here to buy something, you're like kind of just here.
Yeah, and the thing I wanted to buy, they don't have.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll be back.
All right, we're heading out of the convention center. Not much happened. There is a dinosaur, however, so that's pretty cool. But otherwise, not much has happened. We've just been meandering. Yeah. Getting the word out before the show. Yep. But the exhibition hall and artist alley, all that fun stuff is now closed, according to the man on the speaker. So now we're just heading out towards the exit as safely as we can.
I always wonder where the celebrities go, like after they're done. Like, it's not even 7 o'clock. Yeah, they're gonna go eat dinner, but nah, are they just done for the day? Is it like a work day for them? I don't know. I was wondering.
Unless they have like a late night panel, I would assume they're just kind of done for the day.
Yeah, and it seems like most of them are done. Like they don't have any lightning panels. Oh well. That's all I got.
Sorry, I found a dime.
Bubbles.
Oh. I'm not sure if the camera's definitely not picking up the bubbles. But we'll see you when it's panel time.
All right, the show has begun, and we're gonna go check on that other room just because we're nosy.
Yeah,
The adventure is taking place at the Waffle House in between the two Twin Towers on 9/11.
we didn't choose this, the crowd did.
Yes.
Yep. It's always your guys' fault.
Yep. The beginning wasn't as engaging as yesterday's, but it was still good.
Well, see, the thing is like the energy is less like crazy, but like everybody I can tell is a lot more like
Engaged?
comfortable.
Yeah, that's
is
true,
the
too.
word I would use.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of people from yesterday.
Yes. So now we're going to go check on this room that has a panel, same time as us. Gonna see invited people. It's to boost our ego, 100%. Just to see what they have going on. But we shall see, because they started before us too.
And yeah, so people were trickling in for a while because panels were ending at 8. We started at 8. There was like a celebrity one up here, a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, we're gonna sneak in and kind of see what's going on in this room. Yeah, there's a lot of other panels going on that I think just kind of ran out of size, so they come in here.
There can only be so many people in so many places.
Yeah, but the show's great. We'll do another pass around. I'm gonna grab our sign. Yep. No, you're good. You're doing your job.
It's not going as planned. I don't know, God, is it? Healer. Clear. But the top is still closed. What?
It's a good turnout. All right, inside job on 3. 1, 2, 3. Inside
We're back at it again in the
Greetings, all
car.
over this world.
He can't let me speak at all.
We
ever.
are the Quest Bros.
We're running a high right now. It was a great show.
Hi, my legs are burning.
Yeah. Okay.
though.
Well, that's a different thing. Yeah. It was.
I mean,
It was
stairs.
we walked up the stairs to the top of the parking structure, and goddamn, our legs burned. Luckily, it wasn't whatever structure's over you can barely see, but right here, because there's even higher.
Yeah, that's like 7.
Yeah, it's like 7. Oh, okay.
Shut up.
Wow.
That wasn't even intentional.
A great show again. Anime Central always delivers, and I can't be happier of how it turned out. It didn't get really. It was. I don't even know if I would say it was horny, but
There was romance.
there was romance.
in the air.
And that was just fun to see and watch unravel. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
We got a new Patreon supporter out of it, so welcome to the quest.
Welcome.
The winner for the April dice giveaway was there, and he helped promote it and talk about it, and like he did a whole bit for it too.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was so cool, and that was really supportive.
Apparently, they're a professional wrestler.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're a professional wrestler, which is awesome. Go check him out too. His stuff was, I mean, I could probably put it in this vlog too. And then what else?
We had somebody approach us.
I will leave it at that. I was approached, and
In a good way.
in a good way. In a good way.
Let's not.
More options in the future coming soon, maybe? We'll see.
Potential.
Yeah. Also, just seeing our supporters, all the people that just enjoy us, our friends, everything like that. It's just so rewarding, and literally they give us life. You all give us life. We do this for you. The fact Rogue Eggman, again, one of our Patreon supporters, waited outside for us to come out so we could be there, so he could say goodbye to us. Like, it wasn't just like, hey, see you, bye. It was like we had a good conversation with him, just talking. He wanted to send us off before we went, and I was like, hell yeah, man. Like, I love you, man. It was great, honestly, amazing. I'll let Dan talk about the show more specifically, because I was all over the place, so I didn't actually even watch 100% of it.
Yeah, so the show, I mean, basically they hit it on the head. So what happened is that we kind of, started off, kicked it off, to prevent demonetization. It was a national tragedy in America that started it all off, and it ended with them saving anime and fornicating with moths. Specifically Mothra. So yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna say about it for now. But yeah, I mean, go watch the show. It's an amazing show. The crowd, just like yesterday, was super lively, and that's huge. They knew immediately what they needed to do, what they wanted to do. They had ideas, and the crowd was more unionized than any crowd has ever been before. So they're like, we want this one thing, let's make it happen. And then they all jumped on it. They're like forcing the players to do it, forcing the DM to begrudgingly let it happen. So yes, and right, that's the whole thing. So yeah, that's all I really want to say about the show. I really want you guys to go watch the show. It's a really great show. If you watch this, you'll enjoy the show for sure. Even if you know what the show is because you were there, just go watch it just to re-experience it. Because like, what a wild time. The energy in the room was just crazy. And like, man, even I might go back and rewatch it. I just to hear more of what some of those crowd suggestions are. Yeah. Holy crap. But yeah, I mean, that's all I got for now. Matt? Matt.
Matt.
Michael?
I'm feeling Matt. No, but yeah, everything that pretty much needs to be said has been said. It was a great show. We had a good time. The crowd had a good time. And like at least half the people that were there at yesterday's show, which is, you know, I mean, it varies from show to show, weekend to weekend. But that's a good amount of people that came back.
Do we know our totals?
I believe this was up at like near 400 again.
This was more than yesterday.
I think the number was roughly the same, at least from the clickers.
Yeah.
So I think total both days it was about 800.
Yeah, because this show was a little more than yesterday, for sure. The whole room, from my point of view, was way more filled.
Yeah.
So
at the very least, a lot less people got up to go because so many people were already like from day one, and so they already knew like this is going to be a great show. I'm going to stay the whole time. Yeah.
So I think from today and yesterday, the big difference was overall we had like 400 people, 420 come in and go. And maybe throughout the entire show, though, we had probably 350 consistent audience. Today, we had probably that 420, 450 show up immediately or like throughout the show, and like barely anyone left.
One thing I want to add too that I really enjoyed, which kind of happened by accident, there were so many people there at the beginning when we still had like 30 minutes to start, and then someone just started asking us questions.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll answer your questions.
We did an impromptu Q&A.
It became a Q&A about us and just like our D&D experience.
Yep. Well, we had a whole hour before the show, and so it didn't make sense to not do anything. Yeah. So we just started talking to the audience.
Yeah, it became we were just sitting up on stage.
Yeah, it was an impromptu like Q&A.
West Bros Q&A.
Yeah,
and like someone
we hardly ever like.
We've never done one.
No, we never get an hour before a show. We only get like 15 minutes.
And people were like listening and engaging too. Like it wasn't just a few. It's just about everybody.
I was shocked.
Listening.
I was shocked that anybody even cared.
Yeah,
honestly.
right.
Well, and there was someone who asked.
People asked questions.
Such a genuine question was like, "Can you tell me like more about you guys, how you guys got started and what you do and what kind of like things you do for your YouTube channel?" I was like, yes I can. Oh my gosh, that's such a great question, and I would love to share that about you and with everyone. And then people just asking us our D&D stories. I tried then to like pivot them so they were more about the Improv D&D show, so people kind of knew what they were getting into, because as people were coming in, it's just 4 guys now sitting up on stage talking.
Yeah, we didn't want them to get the wrong idea.
We didn't want them to think that this
was the whole thing.
No, we're like, no, this is not the panel at all. We're just killing time. So, but still keeping it relevant, related. Yeah. And even after the show, so many people just talking to us. There was one guy who does, I think he was saying he does like comedy things around here, and he was just talking to me, and he was like, "Hey, what are your like some of your favorite video games?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, man!" I pulled up my top 10 list, and I went through them, and we exchanged top 10s. Nice. And it was like, oh hell yeah, it was so cool.
We had one girl come up at the end and ask some questions about being a DM for both Dan and I, and Dan completely took over the conversation.
You still gave some pretty good input.
Yeah, it's not even close to true.
Because
we also let Mel talk, and we also let Michael talk.
Yeah, I was talking about it.
It probably just didn't feel like you talked a lot, but I think your information was a lot more than you think it was. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch the battery on this quick, and then I got another question for the group. All right, we're back. The final question with everyone, which I'll let everyone pass around and talk about. Give me your review of the con.
Let's start with Michael.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with Michael. As the ASEN virgin. How was it? What did you think? What are your takeaways? How would you compare it to other cons?
Okay, so just for like user experience, there were a couple things that stuck out to me as like, hey, this could be an improvement for next year kind of a thing. And one of them being is that there was only one water station in the whole place, and that was like tucked away by where all the panels are.
I will say try to keep it a little quick because the batteries.
Oh, sure.
There's two, by the way.
But there are small convenience things like that I'm like, there's not a whole lot of places to sit. And you closed off the doors to like the panel rooms that would normally be open, but it's not like there's a security gate or anything, so I don't know why it's there or why it's not hooked up like that. A couple of weird things like that, but overall, enjoyable. I'd give it like 7 out of 10.
Do you think it's better? Do you think it was better than C2E2? On par.
Roughly on par, I'd say.
Interesting. I'm going to be much more critical.
Keep it short, though.
It was a lot better than last year. They really fixed a lot of the issues that a lot of people had last year, which I did notice talking to the Rogue Eggman, and his friends. Like, it's so true. I mean, a lot of the issues that we brought up even ourselves last year, they fixed. It was really just that communication issue that they had with literally all the panelists and guests and stuff, which it sounds like was just a huge misunderstanding, which I love to hear. So we'll see. I mean, they're gonna get all that information from people and they're gonna make it even better. I personally think this was a little better than C2E2. So if you said I'd also say 7, but I would have put C2E2 lower. So 7 out of 10.
All right. One thing that was a bit of a pet peeve of mine is there was a section that was basically closed off. It kind of fucked the flow of foot traffic going from the exhibition hall to the not the admissions, the
Event panels.
Event panels, thank you. The panelist hall. It was a bit of a pet peeve, and much like Michael said, having only a water station in the
Event panels.
Let me fucking speak, please. In the panelist section of the convention really messes people up. And
yeah, and one of the bathrooms at the end was locked off that we didn't quite understand why that was locked off. The one on the far end,
yes,
over by where like the Miller Lite booth was, normally that's open at conventions. That one, it just kind of like, it just kind of made it a pain to go get to a bathroom to some degree.
It did feel very limited on where you could use the bathroom. Also, the bathroom I went to on the second floor, the floor was all wet, and I almost slipped and fell. So that was not fun. Granted, that was just a little pet peeve, but yeah, like them, I'd say this is more on the 7 range. It was better than last year, definitely. But that, yeah, 7 out of 10.
What's my battery at? So I know how.
14%.
Okay, so I know how fast to speak. I don't know if I would say it's better than C2E2. Wait, what number did you give it?
I gave it a 7 out of 10,
7 out of 10,
and I'm
okay.
comparing it to last year.
Sure. I don't know if I would. I'm trying to think, yeah, just because C2E2 was so recent. I do think it was better than last year's Anime Central. But to C2E2, I think they're both better for different reasons, which is why I think I would give them the same as, like, I think I'd give them both an 8. The people at Anime Central are always the best crowd that we ever have, and they're so contagious, and like it feels like we honestly have a cult following at Anime Central with all of our shows. Can I go right on red? I'm going to.
About to find out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it feels like we have such a cult following, and like they're so passionate for all of us. And I love to see it every single time. They literally warm my heart, and it's like, this is why I do it. These are the people I do it for. The flow of the convention, like some of the guys said, I wish there were more tables. There wasn't really like anywhere to sit. That's an issue that like Anime Milwaukee had that they did fix eventually, which was great. And when they did, it was amazing. Water stations not as readily available, or there's just not like water fountain, drinking fountain, bubblers, whatever you're gonna call them, not really around, which is weird. They use all of the McCormick Center, or at least a lot of it, which like Fan Expo doesn't, and I wish they would. But then some parts feel a little cramped. So like the gaming area, super spread out. The photo booth and like con meetups area, super spread out. But the Artist Alley feels so tight. And it feels like they definitely could expand that and have more artists in Artist Alley, and I think that would be better. The regular con floor, like the show floor is fine. It's nice that some areas have carpet. That's cool to see. It makes walking around a little bit easier too. Panels, I wasn't really impressed with any of the panels. I don't think actually I went to any. The celebrities, I didn't get any autographs. Actually, I don't even think I bought anything at this con, which was crazy. But also the celebrities, I heard that everyone that did get an autograph, it was quick, or like it was very efficient.
It was.
Some people like C2E2, Matt and Jared were in line for like 3 hours. This one, I think Mel and her friends, when they were in line, they got like 4 autographs in like an hour and a half. That's amazing. So yeah, so there's definitely things that work well, things that don't work well, but it's like, how could it be better? I couldn't tell you. It's really, they've been doing Anime Central for so long, and it just does seem to work well, and I would love to come back, and I really hope everyone voices that to Anime Central so we can come back stronger, better, and more supported, and really just give the best fucking show that we can give. But yeah, 8 out of 10.
Alrighty, well, with that, we will catch you guys next time.
Thank you all for watching, joining on the vlog. Drive safe. We love you. Follow us on all our social media. Support our Patreon. Buy our merch.
Don't forget to check out Robin's Nerd Supplies. Use code QuestBros for 10% off at checkout.
Yep. Check out the monthly dice giveaways. And thank you all for watching. We will catch you next time.
Bye-bye.